2,655.8 miles. I made it, guys. And a big announcement. Today, I am announcing my new nonprofit, The Wooden Railroad. To go to The Wooden Railroad, my new channel. There is a video going live now that is deeply important to me. If you could like or comment or subscribe to that video, that would be greatly appreciated. Good morning. It is 6:45 in the morning. It's the earliest I've been on trail in a long time. The sun isn't even up yet, and I'm standing here at the top of Woody Pass. I am 11.1 miles from the Canadian border, and I'm going to reach Canada today. This is something that I've been working on for the past 6 months. I am beyond excited to get to Canada. The thing is that Canada's not the end for me. The border's closed, so I can't cross, and I have to turn around and hike right back here. And guys, I got literally no sleep last night. A couple interesting things. How many hikers passed me last night after I had set up my tent? Wow, there were a lot of people coming through. And number two is there was an owl perched above my tent this morning. Ooh, how cool is that? Anyway, look at this sunrise. It's beautiful. My hands are freezing. I'm freezing. Guys, we have a huge downhill. The Canadian border is at the end of like a 3,000-foot vertical descent, which we then have to turn around and come right back up. Tomorrow night, I'm going to make it to Harts Pass and 9 miles to Canada, 8 miles to Canada. And that behind me, you can see way down there, that's Canada. And it is a straight, like 3,500-foot vertical descent now that will bring me to the northern terminus of the Pacific Crest Trail. Way over there, you can see Mount Baker. It's the last volcano in Washington that we're gonna see. And yeah, it's just a majestic views up here. It's very cold morning up here in the northern Cascades, and I think I need to get off this ridge is what I need to do. 7 miles to the terminus. I bet that someone has skied this line, and I bet that it was absolutely spectacular. It is like this narrowest little chute right here. Absolutely breathtaking hike this morning. Some of the best views on the entire PCT. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2,655.8 miles. It's 10:30 a.m. and I'm in Canada. I made it, guys. Oh, that tastes so good. I just want to say to Timothy, William, and Robert, my 3 sons, I've been thinking of you the entire time. I love you. It's an incredible feeling, I guess, to be here at the terminus. Like, I can't even believe it. It doesn't seem like it's real. You can see like the cut like through the forest, like at the border. And this I guess marker right here, I guess number 78. Oh, I'm in Canada. And now I'm back in the US. What a just awesome epic trip. I'm gonna finish this beer, and I'm just gonna chill out down here for a little bit. The beer's almost frozen. It tastes really good. What are we drinking today? Dark Star Imperial Oatmeal Stout. It just feels, really nice to finally accomplish this and to finally be done. Although we're not quite done. Manning Provincial Park is like 3.5 miles that way. I can't go there. We can't, no one, even Canadians, are not allowed to enter Canada. They revoked the PCT permit. So for the first year ever, we are heading back that way. Back where I came from, 30 miles that way to Harts Pass, including this 3,000 plus vertical foot ascent that I just came down. So I have an enormous back half of the day, and where that leads me is into this 7,000 foot high elevation danger zone where I slept last night and thought I was lucky to make it out. I'm gonna sign the book. I'm gonna enjoy myself down here, and I'm gonna get out of here pretty soon. The first step is done. We got to Canada. Now I need to make it back to Harts Pass. I got 30 miles. And a big announcement. Today I am announcing my new nonprofit, the Wooden Railroad. I hiked the 2,650-mile Pacific Crest Trail to raise awareness about the devastating impact of false allegations on kids and families. What happened to me? I asked for a divorce and she wanted revenge. She reported me to the police and ACS, Child Services, at least 4 times each. She and her attorneys then conducted a coordinated campaign against me. She called my boss. She called my boss's wife. She called my former employer. I lost my job. Then she targeted all my friend groups. She targeted my friend groups from college and my friend groups from high school, called all my family, and told all of them that I was a wife beater and a child abuser. Then she leaked our divorce to the New York Post to make it seem like she left me instead of the other way around. Then she liquidated our bank account, withdrawing almost $500,000, leaving me with zero access to cash and no ability to defend myself. NYPD and ACS, God bless their hearts, saw what these really were, which was an angry, spiteful woman who was trying to get revenge on me, and they dropped repeatedly all charges in all cases. But the trial I received in the New York City family courts was such a sham that I wouldn't have believed it if it didn't happen to me. I consider myself a whistleblower, and the Wooden Railroad's going to shine a spotlight on these abusive, corrupt judges. Wooden Railroad's going to coordinate targeted digital and real-world campaigns targeting specific judges. We're going to vote them out. The details of my own story are so outlandish that I believe that the Wooden Railroad will get attention. And I believe that we will get donations and we will be successful in achieving our goals. The person who accused me of violence has 210,000 followers on Instagram. She was on 30 Rock, high-profile job in New York City. She's also on page 61 of Jeffrey Epstein's Little Black Book. Her brother is an AVN Porn Award winner. This guy goes by the name of the Porn King of Idaho, and he lives in a fake castle. Of the 10 adults in my family, 8 of them work for that family's various adult businesses. My children's grandmother is a legitimate white supremacist, political appointee for anti-black organizations in the country. And this family of sleazebags spent $500,000 hiring the most immoral attorneys in New York City to discredit me and to steal my kids from me. But the real surprise to me was that the people that were supposed to protect me and my kids, the judges in the court system, were just as crooked as the rest. And in the first announcement coming out of the Wooden Railroad, and you should see a press release coming this morning, and yes, I'm working on press releases on trail. The Wooden Railroad is announcing that we will be opposing Judge Ariel Chesler's election bid in New York State. He's gonna lose. Yes, we are going so far as even to guarantee he will lose his seat. Just while it's true that he was demoted from family court after giving me my sham trial, he's no longer doing divorces. This guy's a monster. We're gonna make sure that he's gone. Ariel Chesler, a New York State Supreme Court justice, is an ideological buffoon. He's a self-described feminist who was raised by 2 mommies. This guy not only ignores common sense, but straight up ignores evidence. My trial was a sham. There was no fact-checking. None. My wife's behavior was so outrageous, I secretly recorded her for years, including the very 911 call when she claims that my hands were around her neck and claims that the children were in danger. It didn't matter that I had proof that she was a liar. Ariel Chesler refused hundreds of pieces of evidence for me in a blatant attempt to manipulate the outcome of my trial. He had a court therapist say that I was a dangerous gun threat to my kids. A therapist who I'd never met before, a therapist who only met me for 2 hours over a Zoom call. Meanwhile, my actual therapist, a therapist who I've been seeing for years, a therapist who also treated my and a therapist who happened to be our marriage counselor, he refused to see an actual therapist diagnosis in preference for the therapist diagnosis that said that I was a gun threat to my children. The name The Wooden Railroad is very meaningful to me. The initials TWR stand for my kids' names, Timothy, William, and Robert. We used to play wooden trains together all the time. We had boxes and baskets of these wooden trains that we would build huge trains all over our apartment. The trains themselves have magnets on them, and the magnets symbolize the eternal bond between a father and his kids. Wooden Railroad is launching today. You can see it. We're on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. And you can also go to thewoodenrailroad.org. I loved making these videos. I really wanted to make the kind of videos that I wanted to watch. I didn't beg people to subscribe. I saved my ask for now. If you would, please consider making a small donation to the Wooden Railroad. We would greatly appreciate it. You can find links in my bio. And if you could do me a huge favor and wanted to actually go to @thewoodenrailroad, my new channel, there is a video going live now that is deeply important to me. And if you could like or comment or subscribe to that video, that would be greatly appreciated. It's a video that means a lot to me. It's a video that shows my kids' reaction when they see me. It was the first time that I'd seen my kids in over a year at that point. My mom was dying of brain cancer, and she got to see her kids once for 3 hours, and this was that time. And my kids got to come over to my apartment and be with my mom. The sort of sad part was that Judge Chesler ordered that I needed to be supervised, to ensure my children's safety. My family had to pay $4,300 in the middle of my mom's cancer battle to try to coordinate this meeting, but we did it. And you'll see my children running into my arms like they miss me so much, and I miss them. And it turns out that was the last time that I ever saw my kids. So as my kids were saying their final goodbyes to their nanny, we had a court-ordered social worker taking notes on us on our hugely emotional day. My kids weren't allowed to go to her funeral. After my mom passed away, the largest newspaper in Syracuse wrote a touching tribute to her and her legacy, hooked up poor people who couldn't afford lawyers with attorneys to defend themselves. That was my mom's legacy, was going to war with judges. Maybe that's my legacy too. I'm 19 miles in. It's like 2:45. And actually snowflakes are falling on me right now. Yeah, actually a lot of snow. I don't know. Can you see this? Yeah, it's snowing. It's a weird experience finishing the PCT, but not being done. I had like 10 minutes there alone, and then a bunch of other people came. It was fun. It was celebratory though, right? It was like, I was looking like, I feel very like different types of emotions after finishing the PCT, at least in the moment. I was more sad, kind of missing my kids. And then there's just the fact that you need to turn around and hike 30 miles back to Harts Pass, right? And you're coming up. I just finished a monster climb. It was the climb I came down this morning. Now I'm back in the snow. My sleeping bag is super wet right now. My tent is super wet. Everything, all my clothes are like damp and wet. I've already gone 22 miles. What I need to do is get somewhere that's going to be at a lower elevation, right? Where it's not snowing, right? At 2:30. Imagine what it's going to be doing tonight at 2 a.m. It's also weird coming back over the same vistas where we were. I flipped my far out to southbound. Like now I'm a Sobo, like very proud, right? Like I hiked 2,650 miles. Like I did it all by myself. This trail gave me strength. I'll celebrate when I get into, when someone picks me up, when I get a hitchhike out of Harts Pass. I mean, look at the scenery behind me, right? It is so gorgeous. And I know that I'm going to miss this. I know that I will look back at this on some of the most like amazing time of my life. Also, like I didn't spend a lot of time at the terminus, northern terminus or the southern terminus. It was kind of the same for me at like both places. I was not the hanging out for 3 hours woohoo guy. Yeah, I was down there. I had 10 minutes myself with the terminus. I wrote some things in the, in the guidebook, and then other people started showing up. I had 10 minutes alone with the northern terminus, and it's so precious that time. At the southern terminus, though, it was like raining. It was like pouring rain, sideways rain. The family of 9 was there, the mom with the 7 kids. She took my picture, and I was out of there. I wanted to go. I found a spot. It'll take me to like, I think 27 or 28 miles today on a huge day of vertical ascent and descent. I'm 22 miles in, it's 4 p.m. This is Woody Pass. I'm exactly actually 22.2 miles in. This is where I didn't sleep last night. This is where I had my tent, but I got no sleep. I am not sleeping here tonight. I am trying to get down. to a lower elevation. I really am tired. I wish the rain would stop. Turned to snow and now it's back to rain. That last final push, man. Pushing through Washington. I do feel like if I stayed here at a place like this tonight, it could be very bad consequences. I'm 25 miles in, it's about 5 o'clock, and I'm standing here at Rock Pass. It's another pass where I was yesterday, so I'm retracing my steps still. The sun has come back out, and when I crossed over this side of the pass, there is sun like shining, and slight change of plans. There's a tent site in about 1 mile, and I'm gonna go there. So I'll be there in about 20 minutes, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put my tent out and try to dry it, and I'm just gonna give my sleeping bag like just one chance. It has like 1 hour before the sun goes away to just get a minimum amount of drying in. But I should be about 15 miles tomorrow into Harts Pass. That's the finish line. It's game over. This is the latest experiment. I've taken my sleeping bag out of my pack, and I have 1 more mile to go before my tent site and 20 minutes of air dry time. It's wet, man. It's like you can feel the clumps of wet feathers inside this bag. So I'm 26 miles in. It's 6 p.m. right now, and I am sitting here in the Northern Cascades in this most beautiful valley. And the trail gods have wished me, I hope, I keep feeling like I'm jinxing it, but one beautiful night for tonight, which is, if you can see that sky right there. And like, it doesn't feel real. It doesn't feel like we're done. I'm like drying stuff out. It's like I need to cook dinner. It's the last night here. I'm about 15.8 miles from Harts Pass, where I'm gonna hike tomorrow morning. Look, I got a lot of announcements that are gonna come for this channel too, okay? So stay tuned. I'm hoping, look guys, I think I have a plan, okay? And I think it's gonna be badass. I've had the absolute best time. It has been like the best time of my life. I can't even say how much I appreciated all the support. I'm in for another, I think, pretty banger night, guys. My puffy is wet, and my sleeping bag is like wet to the touch. Guys, it's been real. I can't even believe it's the last day. Yo, peace out.